Alright guys, so I wanted to clarify something. I wanted to go over what expediting is. Hopefully, once I explain what expediting is, hopefully that'll help people have a better understanding as to whether this is what they're looking to get into or something that they think is the same as expediting. So I touched on it in the last video as far as you know, when you're going to choose a van, what type of work you're looking to get into, that there's courier work and whatnot. Now, the definition of expedite is to make happen sooner or be accomplished more quickly. Expediting is time-sensitive freight. They want this stuff as quickly as possible, even though at times that isn't the way it plays out. Sometimes it seems like, why did they even expedite it, or anything like that. But overall, expediting is to take care of time-sensitive freight, to get it from point A to point B as quickly as possible. The freight we're dealing with is either freight that didn't make it onto a full truckload, machine, or any kind of manufacturing facility that is short on materials to continue manufacturing. Sometimes it can be a package, such as an envelope or a small box, a hand scanner, just anything. Something that, say, one Walmart facility wants to get to another Walmart facility. And this is the quickest means to get it there. So that's what they do, is they expedite the freight, whether it be in a big truck, straight truck, or one of us in a van. Now, understanding what expedite freight is, what the actual job of expediting entails, is that we are in our vehicles, living in our vehicles the majority of the year, waiting for that call to take freight from point A to point B. This is not, I repeat, is not a job that you can do and get home every night of the week or every weekend. Let me clarify. You can't do this and do that and be profitable or make very much money doing it that way. Let's clarify that. The being home every night, that's pretty much dead. Just trying to stress to the people looking to get into this, because I think they confuse expediting with courier work or last mile delivery stuff or something similar to UPS or Amazon. I think they confuse the two. They kind of think that the two are the same. They're similar, but the difference with us is we're doing our point A and point B is, you know, usually several hundred miles, whether it be a couple hundred, 300, up to thousands. Whereas with Amazon or local courier delivery or last mile stuff, you may peak at a radius of about 150 to 200 miles. Now, I'm stressing that because a lot of people think that they can do expediting what they believe to be courier work. So they're looking into it as though they're trying to get into courier stuff. So I'm just trying to clarify the difference between the two. To do expediting, you are going to live in your vehicle for the most part, whether it be a straight truck or a van or a semi. There is no more home time than van time, so keep that in mind. So if you're looking for something that's going to keep you home or near home all the time, look into courier work or last mile delivery or something like UPS or Amazon. Don't look into expediting. It's not going to fit. Those two aren't going to mesh together. You're not going to be the one guy that found the secret formula to make it work. It's just not going to happen. That's why sometimes when people ask questions in the group or even in the comment section of my videos, it's, you know, I may come back with a question that seems pretty common sense or kind of stupid, so to speak, but I don't know what you guys are thinking, each one of you. I've seen some crazy stuff of what people were thinking they could accomplish and what they thought they were getting into. So after doing this for so long, answering these questions, I kind of have a little set of questions that I like to ask to help get a good understanding of what your thought process is and what you're wanting to do. I'm not super familiar with the courier industry, nor the last mile or UPS or Amazon. I know Expediting. So that's why I need to clarify the two. You know, I need to know what you guys are actually aiming for. Because so often get asked, you know, hey, can I do this and be home every weekend? Or can I do this and be home every night? Or can I do this and be home pretty regular living out on the Northwest? And you hate to feel like you're being discouraging by saying no, but that's the answer. So yeah, Expediting is a very involved, lifestyle changing occupation. That's why many of us refer to it as a lifestyle. It's not a job, it is a lifestyle. You're completely changing your lifestyle. You know, I have a video where I talked about how many days that I was completely out of service and at home. It was 84. So, you know, 281, I'm gone. I'm in the van. I'm out on the road. You know, can you do that? Do you want to do that? So I just kind of wanted to make that clarification. Now to the next thing. Update on the van. As you see, I'm back in my van. Just picked it up today. Actually, I haven't even made it home with it yet. I just picked it up. Where we are at with it, they have tested it, pressure tested it, as far as checking for any kind of air leaving the system. They said they had it holding pressure for over 24 hours and there was nothing leaking out. They've checked the coolant system. There is no coolant being lost. They had a couple of codes. One of them was a cylinder exceeding heat, and the block, or the and the head exceeding heat, exceeding temperature. Forget what the code numbers were on that again. Damn it, I had that and I wanted to give that to you, but I don't have it right now. So all we've done so far, all they did, replace the thermostat, drained the coolant out, replaced the coolant, got everything up, you know, basically up to snuff, knowing that the system is free of air, new coolant, the correct level. So it's basically, we start from scratch from there. I take it out, I see what it does. So we'll see what happens from there. Good thing is, there was no charge whatsoever for everything they've done so far. They haven't charged me anything. It sucks that I was down for over a week. They haven't replaced the valve cover yet for where they had those zip ties holding the ignition coil in place. They ordered it. Actually, as I got there, he said that the valve cover had just arrived, whereas earlier when he called me, he thought it was going to be a week. I don't want to stay out of service any longer. That's not a major issue. That's more of a ethical and trust issue with that. So they have the valve cover for when I come back in. I'll drop it back off to them. They'll get it done. As far as the overheating issue, as I said, we just gotta drive it and see what happens. They're confused and perplexed on what the issue is. Ford corporate has no answers. He said that their suggestion at first was to change the water pump. Then they was like, you know, why would we change the water pump? It's not losing any kind of coolant or anything. Then they're like, well, just change the thermostat. Well, they did change the thermostat while they had it out. They went ahead and put a new one in. So yeah, we're still trying to figure this out as far as what the problem is. But my plan is get back to the house, get all my stuff out to the van, get everything situated tonight, be ready to go in service tomorrow morning. That's pretty much it, man. That's the update at the moment. The other van of mine, the other transit of mine, the driver is on home time currently. He took off starting Friday. I think he'll go back in service either sometime Tuesday or Wednesday morning. He didn't like the mattress that was in there and needed to get a mattress, so from my understanding, his mattress isn't going to make it until Tuesday, so he won't be back in service until the earliest, sometime Tuesday, but I just imagine it'll probably be Wednesday. My gray Econoline, it's ran 4 loads in the last, week and a half, 2 weeks. So it has paid its insurance cost. Now we're just working into paying all the repair costs to get it running. We still have probably a good month or so of that thing running to have, you know, paid for itself. I mean, it's paid for itself all prior to that, but you get the gist. The driver for that one, he's not really going to be available this week. He's got a lot of appointments this week, but next week he's supposed to be pretty free all week. So we'll see if we can get him running pretty good next week. Other than that, all's good, man. I'm ready to get back out. I've been a little frustrated sitting at home watching everybody run, and I'm losing out on that money, man. I need to make that cheddar. So I'm gonna get off here, guys. I'll let you guys later. Bye.